so it's like 3 a.m. I'm half out of it. I found this cute, supposedly horror game where you play as like the lost ingenue in the woods, and you get helped and or kidnapped by the Strawberry Witch. Warning, this game contains violence, mild gore, mentions of self-unaliving, mentions of self-harm, killing, and death, and discretion is advised. Where I grew up, the folklore surrounding our neighboring forest was always filled with such intrigue. What some of us would give to enter that endless maze of trees, bushes, and a fog so thick it tricks your eyes. Not so many children were allowed to go in by themselves, and many legends we heard helped deter us from the woods. One of the most prominent ones claimed that any living creature that found themselves lost in the forest was destined to die. Get a little smaller. This urban legend was only really used by parents to scare kids out of going into the woods on their own, but there have been real reports of people going missing inside of these woods, never to be seen again. What drew the kids into these woods in the first place? The answer is surprisingly another urban legend. Rumor has it that a powerful witch lives deep, deep within the forest, hidden amongst the trees and wildlife. She is said to have the power to bring one's deepest desires to fruition. What kid wouldn't dream of endless riches, popularity, or success? Your deepest desires were awfully promising. However, getting lost while trying to find the witch and succumbing to the forest's other legend, the thought was terrifying. As I grew up, my fear of these woods grew less and less. I'm not afraid of what lies beyond these trees anymore. What lies beyond? There are many paths to avoid this fate, yet some seem to lead in circles or just bring you nowhere. It's infuriating when you're trying to get to one place only to be back where you started. That rumor, it echoed in my mind as I wandered aimlessly for what seemed to be hours. My legs were growing weak from the bumpy path I walked on. I am calm. I am fine. Everything will be fine. Despite saying these things to myself, I noticed my hands were shaking. I was lost deep into the woods. Damn these winding paths. Choosing to heed my legs' request for rest, I sat down against a tree nearby. The cold, thick air felt almost refreshing as I sat there. Over time, my eyes beckon for rest as well, and I comply with their demands. My vision slowly fades to black. Yeah, let's just pass out in a random place in the woods. Seems smart. Hello? Hello, are you all right there? I hear a feminine voice call out to me. My eyes are still closed. I felt a sharp pain in my head. A headache? Yeah, you're probably dehydrated, dude. My body felt in a different position from where I last left it. I could feel the cold grass beneath my head, but I don't remember laying down. That's weird, and not suspicious. I opened my eyes to finally greet the mysterious voice. Oh, you're okay. Thank goodness. I was starting to get worried. A girl with bright pink hair and an even brighter disposition met my gaze. She was hovering over my body, kneeling next to me. Her smile felt warm and comforting. She emanated the smell of freshly baked bread and strawberries. The more I thought, the worse the pain in my head became. Ow! I groaned in pain, slowly gathering the strength to stand up once more. Oh, careful there. Here, let me help you. The girl held onto my arm and supported me as I stood up. My legs still ached and hurt, but nothing bad seems to have happened to me. Right, there would be no chance of those silly legends being true. I looked over at her, noticing her fancy attire. What an odd girl. What was she doing out here in the forest dressed like that? I suppose I shouldn't judge her so harshly. Her dress is cute, and she did just help me after all. Thank you. Who are you? Oh, my name is Strawberry. I run a bakery not too far from here. What's your name, friend? It's nice to meet you, but did you say your name was Strawberry? Yeah, my name is Strawberry because I'm the Strawberry Witch, silly. Regardless, it's nice to meet you. Wait, did she just say witch? She didn't appear to be the more spiritual kind. She looked more like riding broomsticks making potions, that kind of witch. Probably not the Wiccan ones. Or perhaps, was she the witch I heard in legends all those years ago? Golly, you look really worn out. Say, how about you come and rest in my bakery for a while? You must be thirsty. I can get you something lovely to drink on the house. Ugh. Sure, why not? This girl might seem strange, but God, I was thirsty. So thirsty I passed out earlier. I had no idea how long I've been out here. Something to drink sounded so good right now. The allure that came from my inner child wanting to believe she was the witch from the legend persuaded me even more. The reason I came to this forest could always wait a little longer. Besides, she didn't seem like a threatening type of person. That's always the kind you gotta worry about though, dude. Thank you, I would love that, but first, can you tell me more about what you mean by a witch like you? Oh, silly me, you probably don't have people like me where you're from. I am a strawberry witch. My magic is centered around strawberries, plants, and all things sweet. I use my magic to make lovely treats in hopes of making people smile. So, no broomsticks? No granting someone's greatest desire either, Her answer was a little disappointing. Still, I couldn't help but feel that there was something greater beneath the surface. Huh? No, although I suppose I could make a strawberry fly if I worked hard on it. Yeah, this girl was harmless, at least. The witch enthusiastically led me through the winding paths of the forest. She appeared as though she knew every tree, bush, and rock like the back of her hand. As we walked, one question lingered in my mind. Why would you build a bakery in a supposedly cursed forest? Surely it must be bad for business to set up shop where people are too scared to go. Maybe that's where her witchy magic kicked in. Perhaps she has her own reasons that I simply can't see yet. I tried to rationalize answers to each question that kept invading my head. My thoughts kept me so preoccupied that it was frankly a shock to me when we had arrived at the location. What the... The house Strawberry led me to appeared to be made entirely of cake, with a sugary frosting on top of the candy-scented rooftop. It looked delectable. The appearance would be any child's greatest dream. A very creative, imaginative child with a particularly sweet tooth, that is. Walking through fields of strawberry bushes and closer to the house, I could see a sign that read, "The Strawberry Witch's Bakery." Ta-da! Here we are! What do you think of the exterior, Moonlight Mage? It took me so long to perfect my magic in order to make everything this cute. Is that real cake? Is it edible? I asked this out of curiosity alone, totally not because being out in the forest all by myself made me hungry. No, it's not real at all, just a totally normal bakery made of normal bakery materials. So it's free. Please don't eat my house. Strawberry spoke in a panicked voice and began to fidget with her apron. The house was totally edible. She's a really bad liar. Still, I felt bad, so I decided to give her this at least. Right, totally inedible, gotcha. Anyways, why don't I show you the inside? Totally not a trap. The witch quickly guided me inside. Whether that was an attempt to keep me from eating the house, or simply because she felt awkward and wanted to move on from the topic, I'll never know. It was probably a mix of both options. Oh, that is cute! A warm rush of air brushed past my face upon entering the door of the bakery. The smell of fresh baked goods welcomed me further into the house. I can't read today. It was obviously apparent the strawberry theme resonated inside the building as well. Everything from the bright lights to the chairs, even the rug was shaped in the strawberry pattern. The walls separating the front counter from the seating area were also made of strawberries. I didn't think they could grow vertically. No, I'm certain with the way that they appeared on the wall, it shouldn't be possible. Oh, the lights are also strawberries. I frankly wasn't sure whether to be impressed or concerned about what I was getting myself into. That's your survival instinct kicking in, my dude. Yeah, that's just called your survival instinct kicking in. Croissants, cakes, cookies, and more stocked the shelves. Many shapes and sizes. They all made my mouth water. Surprisingly, not all of the baked goods my host had displayed were made of strawberries. It's good to have some variety, I suppose. Can I get you something to drink? I quite recommend our strawberry milk. Or our strawberry lemonade. Those are the best. So much for variety, only strawberry drinks. This girl was kind of funny with her extreme theming. I'll go with the milk. Honestly, strawberry milk always held some sort of nostalgia to me. I can't quite remember the last time I've had it, though. Suppose today's just as good a day as any to indulge in an old treat. Yes, of course. Go make yourself comfy. I'll be right back. With that, Strawberry pranced into the kitchen, humming a soft tune as she left. I took a moment to observe the room a bit closer before sitting down, and my gaze landed on the spiral staircase in the corner of the room. Vines of strawberries wrapped themselves gently around the hand railing, ripe and fresh as all of the strawberries around. I looked up curiously to see where the stairs may lead. In the corner of my eye, I could spot what seemed to be a bed. So she lived here as well? It's a bit odd to have the staircase to your room right in the middle of your bakery. I could hear her humming getting closer. She must almost be back by now. Wanting to avoid looking like a snoop, I took a seat. She joined me shortly after, sitting across from me. Here you go, you must be thirsty, she said, setting down my drink of choice in front of me. I took a sip almost immediately. The cool, refreshing taste of the strawberry milk immediately regenerated some lost energy I had. Yeah, because I know what I like in a refreshing drink after I've been hot and dehydrated all day. Milk. Thank you, this is awfully kind of you. Don't mention it, I live to serve. She laughed melodically, saying the live to serve bit in an almost goofy, overly fancy voice. Like sarcasm? Just please let me know if you need anything, okay? Anything at all. She smiled at me. Her voice sounded genuinely concerned. It was admittedly nice to feel someone so worried about me. I wasn't used to the feeling. Our conversation slowly melted into silence. I should probably think of something to say. Interrogate her? Jesus Christ. Can you tell me more about yourself? I had been curious to learn more about the witch. I feel like I've only gotten short tidbits or vague information thus far. Me? Honestly, I'm a bit more curious to learn about you. There really isn't much to me, honestly. Oh, that's not true, sugar. I can tell you have a really sweet soul. I see it in the glint in your eyes. There's a spark in there unlike any other I've seen. Despite the fact I was sure she was just saying that to be nice, I couldn't help but smile softly as she spoke. You're too kind, truly. She had just met me, but she was so nice to me. I didn't understand why. Enough about me. Let's go back to you. Oh, right. Well, let's see. My hobbies are pretty obvious. I love baking and gardening with all my heart, especially baking anything that has to do with strawberries. Strawberries are your favorite fruit, I'm guessing? What? No, it's oranges. Of course, dummy. Just kidding. I let out a small chuckle at her humor. It was cute. She was cute. What else? Although I'm the strawberry witch, I'm still practicing new kinds of magic every day. Like recently, I've been really interested in the magic of granting wishes. Just like the legend? Maybe she is this witch I've heard of after all? That's not it though. I'll admit it's a little strange, but I've been working on a magic that can bring things to life in a whole new way. What? Like reanimating the dead? Right. Oh, it's actually a bit more embarrassing than that. What does that mean? Here, this actually reminds me, I have a present for you. You just met me, that's weird. Excitement burst through her voice as she spoke, abruptly standing up from her seat. Wait right here! She ran off, leaving me alone to question what the hell was happening. A present for me, but why? Once again, she had just met me. I didn't understand the reason for her kindness. Yeah, it's getting to be a little bit much. Like, I get it. You could chalk it up to maybe, like, her just being lonely, I guess. It's already wrapped? Strawberry came back with a small pink box wrapped in light green ribbon. Plopping it down in front of me, she gave me an excited smile. Go on, open it. Hesitantly, I opened the gift box to reveal... Is this a plushie? Oh my god, it's adorable. I want it. No, silly, it's a straw bunny. They're a mix of a bunny and a strawberry, one of my recent creations with life magic. Oh, that's what we're doing here. This is some body horror shit. Interesting. Oh, God. Eat it. I accept the gift. I smiled warmly and pet the straw bunny's head with one finger. It's terrifying now that it's looking at me. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, fuck. They're awfully adorable. Thank you, Strawberry. I'll take good care of them. What does a strawberry eat? Strawberry looked happier than ever after seeing me and her straw bunny getting along. You better take good care of them. I'm trusting you. Jesus. Aw, they like you so much already. The tiny straw bunny curled up nicely within my hand, making themselves comfortable. They were so tiny, I was afraid of accidentally crushing or hurting them. Hey, this is a little unrelated, but... hypothetically, if you could wish for anything, what would you wish for? I froze for a moment. My wish? My greatest desire? It's something I can only accomplish on my own. I wouldn't ask that of you. Her delighted expression fell. The disappointment in her eyes was immeasurable. I'm sorry, I really should get going. Here, I really appreciate it, but you should probably keep little buddy here. Wah, wah, wah. Oh no, it's disappointed! The straw bunny clung onto my thumb, but I managed to pry them off and set them down on the table. A sad smile arose in my face. I was going to miss both of them, then I knew I shouldn't stay. Wait, it's dangerous out in the woods at this time. Why not stay for the night? I have an extra... I cut her off before she could finish speaking. Rude. No, really, I need to go. I have something I came out here to do. I'm awfully sorry. Please don't go, Thank you again for everything, Strawberry. Goodbye. I got out of my seat and made my way to the exit. When suddenly I felt something hard hit me right in the back of my head, knocking me out instantly. You shouldn't have turned her back to the girl who's like Frankensteining strawberries. Ugh, my head. Why is it always a pain in my head? Probably because she conked you before and dragged you somewhere else. Waking myself up, I noticed I wasn't in the bakery anymore. I was looking right at her bed in a room covered with strawberry-themed furniture and wallpaper. But my adventure into the cursed forest was going so well. And what could have possibly led me to this? Despite not being inside of the bakery, this room smelled greatly of freshly baked bread and strawberries. Well, the house is made out of it. This had to be Strawberry's room, no doubt in my mind. Even more alarming, however, was that large vines were wrapped tightly around my entire body. Vines with strawberries growing off of them. What the hell was going on here? Why would Strawberry do this to me? God damn it, that's what I get for trusting a stranger. Was she going to kill me, or would she use me for some weird magic stuff I didn't understand? And she's gonna turn you into a strawberry, dude. All I knew is I had to escape. I had to get out of here before she came back up to get me. I struggled against the vines, only barely managing to pry one of my hands out of its fruit-scented grasp. That's when I heard a familiar sound come from the stairs. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Little buddy. I whispered as they waddled closer to where I was tied up. Any chance you could help me out of this? The tiny strawberry bunny looked around from side to side, observing the room. I watched them as they hopped up onto the nightstand and used their tiny hands to push over a basket. The crash of the basket wasn't that loud, thankfully. 2 items caught my attention that were within reach of my free hand. I only had time to use one. I had to think fast. Why would I... Get the shears. The gardening shears were the obvious choice for my escape. I grabbed them without hesitation and started cutting each vine until I could worm my way out. Wah, wah, wah. I guess she's coming. Shh, come on, little buddy. Without thinking, I scooped the straw bunny into my arms and carefully snuck down the spiral staircase. With each step, I feared more of what could happen if I got caught. I still didn't know why Strawberry had knocked me out. She could be planning anything. Yeah, she's a kidnapper. I sure as hell wasn't going to stick around to see what she had planned. Creeping down into the main bakery, a million thoughts of panic rushed into my mind. In the distance, I could hear the soft humming of my captor. It appeared to be coming from the kitchen. I tiptoed through the bakery to the door, my heartbeat increasing in speed. I froze in place upon opening the door, forgetting that these types of stores have bells attached to their doors. The humming in the distance stopped me in an instant. I didn't have time to be careful anymore. I bolted through the door and into the woods. Running through the fields of strawberries, I briefly glanced behind me for a moment. Ugh, the sight I saw was certainly less than pleasant. Jesus. Those eyes of hers, they looked unlike anything I've ever seen. She looked like a true monster. You can't hide, oh God. She chased after me as I ran through the trees. I tried to lose her within the winding paths of the forest. I clung onto Straw Bunny for dear life. The sweat that emanated from my palms didn't help, however. Wah wah. Straw Bunny cried out, losing grip on my hand themselves. Did you drop it? The poor creature managed to slip out of my hands, rolling far, far beneath me into a bush. I stopped for a moment to try and recollect them, but fear coursed through my veins upon hearing footsteps getting closer and closer. How was she so insanely fast? It was terrifying. I was being chased by someone with abilities I didn't even understand. I'm so sorry, little buddy. I whispered before running like my life depended on it. My life did depend on it. My legs were still sore from earlier, but I had to push through. I couldn't let her catch me. Not like this. At one point I had ran so much I was certain I had lost her. I looked behind me once more to be sure. I felt relieved for a moment, but that relief was short-lived as I felt my feet stumble over a rock, and immediately knocking me unconscious, I slammed my head against the dirt path. Well. Hello? Hello? Are you all right there? Oh, God. The loop. There are other endings depending. Okay. Let's see what else we can get. Let's try going through her journal. I grabbed the diary without thinking. Something in my gut told me that there would be some sort of information, some sort of answer, something at all that would help me make sense of all of this. With my single hand, I began flipping through the pages. Strawberry's diary. Day 1. I finally did it. I proved myself enough with my magic to be sent on a special mission. They told me that I'm finally ready to fulfill my purpose. I'm finally ready to make a good impact on the world. I'm bringing this diary with me to fill out all of my fun adventures. Apparently, I'm being sent to some sort of pocket dimension. They said it'll be just me for a while, but I know how to garden and bake, so at least food won't be an issue. I asked them what the purpose of the pocket dimension was, and they said that people with great desires often find themselves lost in forests like these. Huh. They get sent here, and my job is to help them fulfill their true desires. I'm not sure how good I'll be at fulfilling desires. I'm just a strawberry witch after all. I'll bring a few books about wish granting to study up on. I could really use any help I can get. I'm sure I'll find some way to help others, right? Day 5. I absolutely love my little bakery. So far no one has come yet, but I search every edge of this pocket world just in case pretty often. I'll admit, I'm getting a little anxious out here all by myself. I really hope that these people desire sweet treats, huh? They never did tell me what's supposed to happen after I help the people. I guess they'll just wander back into the forest and find their way out? I don't know. I'm sure I'll update this more often if I find an answer. Day 16. Someone finally came. A girl. A kind and pretty girl. She and I talked to my bakery for a while, and I gave her absolutely every treat her heart desired. It was so lovely talking to another person after such a long, long time. I'm really going to miss her. She went back into the woods just now. I offered to let her stay longer, but she said she couldn't. She looked exasperated and despondent. There was a complicated look in her eyes I didn't quite understand. I hope I helped her. I did everything correctly, right? Day 17. Oh my god. The girl, why? I found her by the lake. Oh god. She drowned. She's not alive anymore. Here one moment turned to absolutely nothing but an empty shell the next. Wait, what do I do? They didn't prepare me for this. Day 20. Is she trying to keep us from dying in the woods? I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I just need to look forward. Tomorrow's another day and I'm going to help many people. I still hear the girl's voice sometimes. I only talked to her once, but I miss her dearly. What happens if I can't help anyone? It's my job, my true purpose. I'm supposed to help these people fulfill their desires. I just have to keep trying. Day 42. Why does this keep happening? I'm really starting to freak out here. 3 new people have come and gone. None of them stayed for long. All of them, I found all of them. All of their bodies decaying in different places, in different ways. One of them stabbed himself so many times it felt impossible to count. The stench of blood sank so much into the dirt, I can still smell it sometimes walking past that area. God. Besides the girl in the lake, I met another girl. Equally kind, but I found her body covered in so many cuts and scars. She bled out far before I had the chance to get to her. The other hung themselves. I still remember seeing their silhouette through the trees. It was a horrifying sight. Even more disturbing was how their bodies swung side to side with each gentle breeze. There's no one else out there. This wasn't just any mistake. This was on purpose. I'm gonna throw up. Day 89. So we're at about 3 months. I haven't been able to help anyone, not a single person. It all ends the same way, no matter what I do or what I give them. The people always leave. They always. This pocket dimension, they sent me to a suicide forest. Everyone's greatest desires? It's to die. I found the most recent customer's suicide note to prove it, saying exactly how all they wanted in this world was to die. I've worked on trying to practice magic outside of my expertise. I haven't had luck yet, but I'm getting desperate. Anything to make them stay. Anything to keep them alive and out of the forest. Day 136. Is it all my fault? I keep trying harder and harder to make staying more appealing to them, to make being alive more attractive, even just for one more day. That's some hella pressure, dude. Nothing works. Am I destined to be a failure of a witch? I keep studying up more and more on wish granting. However, it's so difficult to get a clear grasp on. This is nothing like growing strawberries. Yeah, people are more complicated than a garden, dude. You can't fix people with cakes and strawberry milk. It's so lonely out here in the forest. I've started making small creatures just to have someone to talk to who I won't find dead in the following day. I tried just making bunnies, but my magic, I just have to keep trying. Question mark. She stopped keeping track. I'm so tired. I've lost track of all the days. It's been so long since I even last rode in here. For a while, I couldn't bear to even leave my bakery. I was terrified of something horrible happening, scared of seeing something terrible. I feel terrified every day of waking up and seeing someone new, someone I cared about, gone from this world. It is true that every person that steps foot into this bakery I care about. I keep thinking that maybe if I just try harder, if I'm nicer, if I give them anything they want, possibly things will be different. Maybe they'll stay. But maybe I'm just being selfish here. Do I want them to stay because I want them to stay alive? Or do I want them to stay because of lonely desperation? I haven't been able to save a single person. I don't even think I'm that good of a person anymore myself. If I was a good person, things would be different. I would be able to prevent this all. That's not true. That's called survivor's guilt. And yeah, they gave her an impossible job, whoever the hell that was. But I can't. I can't do anything right. It all feels so out of my control. My mental state is worsening by the day. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I'm getting desperate. Huh. The page after that was ripped out. I closed the book. I had read enough. So that's why I'm in this predicament. Some relief overcame me as I realized she wasn't out for blood. It seemed like the exact opposite, like she was trying to prevent another death. Even if her methods of doing so were flawed. My deepest desire, my reason for coming here. She was right, despite what I may have said in the past. I got lost in the forest on purpose. I had full intentions of ending my life from the moment I stepped into this pocket dimension. I've always clung onto those superstitions subconsciously. They always brought me back to childhood, back to a time when things were easier. Now everything was a mess. Everything felt so hopeless, so out of my control. Strawberry's words in her diary, they resonated with me deeply. I can't put her through this again, no matter what I feel about my worthless life. She doesn't deserve to see another corpse. I gently put the book down, the second I heard humming coming from the spiral staircase. Oh, he's mad. Oh, you're awake, Straw Bunny, you're here too. Golly, I'm awfully sorry about this. I just kind of panicked and, well, I didn't want you to get hurt out there, so I didn't really think this through. Strawberry, it's okay. Do you think you can undo these vines? Well, I would really love to do that for you, but I can't risk you leaving out into the forest. Please understand, it's not safe out there. I have no intentions going to the forest. Strawberry looked a bit taken aback by my response. But I thought you... Forgive me, but I read your diary while you were gone. I mean, like, it's only fair. You kind of, like, beat me and kidnapped me and tied me up, so... You've been truly kind to me, except for the assault thing. You've done nothing but show your kindness to others, except for the assault thing. But the world has only shut you out. I know how that feels. Strawberry looked down at the floor as I spoke. You've forgotten how to be kind to yourself, though. Others people's lives aren't your responsibility, and I hate those assholes who put you here knowing this would happen to you. Why are you saying this to me? I should be saying this to you. You came into this forest for a reason, but you've done nothing to be kind to me, and Straw Bunny, you're even trying to comfort me now when I did horrible things to you. You did, yeah, it's weird. She started to tear up. You're so much more kind than you'll ever know. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve any of this. I may not know much about you, but whatever happened in your life to bring you to this place, I am so sorry. I'm sorry for making you stay. Strawberry lifted her hand, and as she did, the vines retracted and let me loose from their grip. I stood up and pulled Strawberry into a tight hug. Who knows the last time either of us had one, but we both needed one. I felt her shakily hug me back, crying into my shoulder. I'm not going anywhere. I think I'd like to stay for a while, if that's okay. You're not forcing me to. I want to. It's understandable, though, if you'd rather not. I mean, she was going to keep me here against my will. I'm guessing she has a place for me to sleep. I mean, no, Really would love to have you stay for as long as you desire, if that is what you desire. What I desire, I think what I desire now is the company of someone like Strawberry, who understands maybe bit by bit things could get better for the both of us. At least for now, we wouldn't have to be alone. You're gonna eat all of our decorations. It had been quite a while since I moved in with Strawberry and the Straw Bunnies. I can't exactly remember how long, though. Since doing so, I've noticed her mood greatly improving. That's good. She taught me how to bake and garden, and for me, I taught her about folklore and superstitions of different cultures. I even watched her magic blossom and improve. She can grant small wishes with ease now. We've seen people come and go throughout the bakery. Some of them didn't have the happiest of endings, but we keep trying. Strawberry at least doesn't have to carry the burden alone, and she's doing a better job of not taking responsibility for it either. She has hope that one day things will be different. I'll admit her optimism has really rubbed off on me. She laughed her sweet melodical laugh. I'm glad you liked them. Just make sure we have enough to decorate all of these cakes, okay? Alright, I suppose so. Life wasn't gonna get any easier. I still think about why I originally came here from time to time, but slowly I think things will be okay. Things will be okay for both of us. Ending 5 out of 5 good end. Yeah! That does have to be like the shittiest job, right? Like, okay. We got the perfect job for you. We're gonna help you. We're gonna get you to help people achieve their deepest desires, right? But no. Their deepest desire is, just like not being here anymore. What do you do with that?